that according to the World Happiness Report that came in 2019, I think India ranks in the 144th place.
Yeah.
While Pakistan is in 66th place.
Yeah, I told this on many of my lectures, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my question is, though we have so many methods of making or finding our own happiness, like so many people would resort to doing
I understood your question.
meditation.
I understood your question.
Still we are unhappy.
Yeah. See, I'll tell you, in America, when I have small headache, I go to a doctor, immediately they will give you painkiller. Okay. Some countries who have got, assume that I am in Afghanistan or Pakistan, I can probably get a kanja and I be happy. So when somebody asks happiness index, are you happy? Yes, I am happy. Though I have a lot of problems, I don't care because I have solutions to resolve to happiness. You go to some of the small islands where there are a lot of tourism. They make themselves happy with different methods. But India has got a social system in which we press ourselves not to have that freedom. The freedom of medicine. Right? We cannot take just like that medicine when I wanted to get rid of problems. I cannot take every day evening, will people drink? No. You cannot even, no. Smoking itself is a big problem. I cannot smoke in front of my parents or maybe elders. But Pakistan or Afghanistan, hookah, you keep that hookah there, everybody can, no, I can smoke in the same, my wife also, or maybe kids also can smoke in the same thing, right? And they are all happy. So, I mentioned it in happiness index in yoga classes, telling that no, yoga is not making us happy. It's not that I'm not aware of how to explain the reason. This is the reason. This is the actual reason. Got it? So, it doesn't mean India is not happy. India is happy because we celebrate our birthday. But next day we are unhappy because we have a lot of debt. We have to pay the money back. We have to pay the money for the cake ordered. So one day we enjoy, next 7 days we will cry. So if you take an average, we are unhappy. Because 7 days we suffer for 1 day happiness. Everybody does it. Either it's a birth or a death, we enjoy. But
in the case of depression rates, most people say the statistics are wrong.
See, any statistics which cannot be counted or measured, there are a lot of questionnaire mechanisms which we teach. Indians are not very open to giving faithful answers. Therefore, generally when we make a questionnaire, we look for consistency. Same question we reverse it and ask. People will manipulate. Okay, all these are, most of the questionnaires are stupid. You tell me, whoever gives lectures, even if it is most boring, Jayanti Sahu will tell, sir, you are a great speaker, sir. Just because of you, the conference become great, because she knows tomorrow he has to approve the payment. You understood? If you don't call him for lectures, give him 10 minutes or 20 minutes, he will say tomorrow money is not sanctioned to you. ICPR will kill her. Finished. How can you be a philosophy professor without making ICPR chairman happy, secretary happy, program manager happy, attender happy? Everybody has to be made happy there. So we know these problems. Okay. So India, we are not genuine. But whereas in America, they don't care. Why they don't care? If Jayanti Sahu loses her job in Janaki Memorial College, she has another college available. She is worried because she will lose her pension, getting job is difficult, getting your pay scale is difficult, your PF will not get transferred, you will not even get a experience certificate. All these problems will be there, right? And above all that, the family, everybody will scold. I know you will do it. You are such a fellow. All the time. What is wrong in adjusting with the situation and then telling this fellow is good? What is wrong? So you have a social pressure, you have a professional pressure, all that demands you to behave in a very specific style. Otherwise, you need a lot of courage. That is my courage. I don't mind if I lose job. I don't mind if people talk bad about me. I will do what I want to do. Because I am rich for my cup of tea. I know where I should have my tea. So why should I worry? I am not dependent on somebody else in this world. So if you have that courage, I am sure you will have to. Otherwise, you have to see, how can you be part of a political party when you can speak against them? You cannot speak. Always you have to tell whatever your leader says is right. Except E.K. Nayanar, I think everybody has to have this problem. E.K. Nayanar was such a politician, even if opposition says, he will say, you are right. But that right is your right. My right is my right. So I will do what I want to do. That's it. That's a great saying. I will do what I want to do. I will hear what the opposition is saying. But today even I hear is not there. That is where the conflict happens. Oppositions, whatever they say, we have to hear. What is wrong in hearing? But you don't have that patience.
Correct.
That patience is essential. Yeah, yes. That is where we have to learn from E.K. Nayanar.
And the respect you give each other, right? I mean, even if the other person is having an opposite opinion, you need to respect that.
Respect that.
Maybe you don't agree with it.
Yes.
But you have to respect, no? I mean.
We had a great leader. One of the greatest leader whom I admire is Bajpayee.
Right.
What a great respect. Remember, even when he became Prime Minister, he was addressing, looking at Indira Gandhi, Bahumanya Pradhana Mantri ji. He forgot that he was a Prime Minister. He thought still he is an opposition leader. Imagine a Prime Minister addressing somebody else in the parliament as Pradhana Mantri ji. He himself is the Prime Minister. He forgot. Because that ego is not there in him.
Yeah.
You have to be on the ground. You just nothing happens. Yeah, this world is run by many people. It is not I who is running. അതിങ്കലെങ്ങാണ്ടൊരിടത്തിരുന്നു നോക്കുന്ന മർത്യൻ കഥയന്തറിഞ്ഞു അനന്തമജ്ഞാതം അവർണ്ണനീയം. The world is so huge and vast. Who are we? We are nothing in this world. If you know that I am a small dust in that is what our puja vidhi says. When you go to temple, they will tell you, in the whole universe, you in the Asia Bhugandam, in India, in Kerala, in this small village, during Saptamadamannandare Galigale Pradhamavade, in 27 Mannuntaras. That means you are telling that 198 crores of years you are here for last 56 years and you think you are great. So actually every puja which we do in temple is to tell us that you are nothing. You are a small person in terms of geography, in terms of time scale. We are nothing. So don't show your ego. That is what it says. But people do puja and then also they will show that I am great. Because they don't understand the meaning of what is happening here. So we have nothing. So if you understand we have nothing, then there is no conflict, no ego. If there is no ego, then there is no depression. If I fail, no problem. If I lose money, no problem. What is most important? I am not rich, but do I have sufficient people with me who are rich? That's good enough. I don't have to be knowledgeable. Do I have people around me who are knowledgeable? That's good enough. I don't have to be famous. I have people around me who are famous. That's good enough. When my professor under whom I took PhD got the Best Scientist Award in the Indian National Science Congress, which is happening in Hyderabad. I am meeting him after a few years. When he got a shawl, immediately he called me onto stage and then gave that shawl to me, saying that I got this shawl just because student like Dr. TPS. So it's more than you getting that award, no? Is it not? Will you be able to surrender? That surrendering is what is essential. If you are able to surrender, I have little knowledge because these are my gurus. You tell me every time when I introduce this book, don't I tell that this is edited and then written with Anu's backing? I keep telling this book is not written by me, it is written by Anusha. So you share what is wrong, because owning somebody else. Ramakrishna was famous because of Vivekananda. Correct. Having a good student is actually honoring the student, is honoring yourself.
Correct.
Honoring my son is great, is a great privilege for every parent. But then naturally you are taking the credit of making such a person under you, right?
Yeah.
So you must be able to share things. That's why I always keep saying care, share, give everything. I don't want anything. Vairagya siddhyartham samarpayami. With that mentality, I don't want anything, I am giving everything. To whom? To God. Am I giving to God? Actually, no. It is all God's. But that sankalpa has to be with us. I am plucking a flower from the garden and giving to God, saying that it is my flower. The flower who kept on the garden in that plant, it is by God only. Is it mine? It is not mine. And while giving, I am saying it is yours, God. He knows it is his only. But it is for that bhavam should come in us. This is a practice which we gave in our childhood. That practice even today we have to give to younger generation. So it is not reading textbooks. Inside the textbook there is a message which we are supposed to carry. That message is losing today because there are no good teachers. We are all teaching for examination. This is important because this portion will come for examination. You study this, then you will get 100% mark. Teachers knows where you ask questions, right? So that should go. Learning is to enjoy learning. Making money is to enjoy making money, so that while giving you get that enjoyment. Arjite dukkham, veye dukkham, dhanam sarvatra dukkhatam. Earning money is unhappy, giving money is unhappy, then money becomes totally unhappy. But earning money you enjoy, giving money you enjoy, then money becomes enjoyment for you.
Absolutely.
Learning becomes an enjoyment, giving knowledge becomes an enjoyment, therefore enjoyment only everywhere. So, earning, learning and fame. All my fame is to share my fame to somebody else. I'm sure, see today SP Balasubramaniam, everybody spoke one word without one sentence, that he was such a nice gentleman. Everybody had that word, right?
Yeah.
That is most essential. Otherwise, some singers are there, they'll say, Ori Jati. It is not Ori Jati. Ori Jati.
I've seen SPB on stage giving so much of respect to the junior artists.
Yes.
Artists.
Junior, senior.
Very humble.
I was telling that there is a beautiful program every music lover should see. Anu used to play that every time. It is Suma, a Keralate in Hyderabad, have a anchoring program, SP Balasubramaniam songs. It's a beautiful music program. If you can check Suma, SP Balasubramaniam, you will see. It's a beautiful program.
Sir, one more question.
Yeah.
Sir, if you look at our neighbor Bhutan has gross happiness index.
Yeah.
National Happiness Index.
Yes.
So, though they are not really a developed nation, but all the citizens are really happy with what they have.
Yeah.
So, don't you think that we should have something similar to that?
No. See, Bhutan, most of the, if you look at agriculture, India's agricultural capacity is almost 50 to 60%. Somebody just called me for a lecture on agriculture. So, the statistics is correct because I just studied that. Out of which utilization is 30%. So you can imagine the 30% of the people who live around agriculture are unhappy because they are not able to utilize their land. Bhutan is not such. It is totally utilized. It's a huge percentage when you look at it. You understood? So unless you make our farmers happy, Bhutan or India cannot become happy because industry is less, business is less, all such trades and economical growth is not what we are bothered. We want every day some activity which makes us happy. Bhutan doesn't bother such things because they have not grown to such. It's not a high developed country. They depend totally on India. Maybe your servant maid is more happier than you because servant maid has got limited scope in her life. That doesn't mean they are happy. They are happy in their own world. Do you want that happiness? That's why I'm saying don't take this international world index to measure such happiness. That's why the first answer I gave. See, I remember in an anthropology department also I gave lecture. I have not left many departments. Philosophy, many I gave. Few years back, I spoke in an anthropology department lecture. Just because the professor was known to me, they called me for a lecture which I spoke. There is a agriculture by which we mean like a natural forest for all of us traditionally. We don't distinguish what gives you cash product, what give you grains, what give you eatable, nothing. Everything is grown in our garden. Or maybe around that I have got 10 acres of land, every item is there. It's like a forest, mini forest. Mini forest, when you live, it is giving you a lot of coolness, a lot of happiness. But what is today in India, agriculture, when we say agriculture, even the forest people who are SC, ST, we ask them to come down to the villages and we offered land and money to cultivate what? Cash products, plantations. Do you think plantations have coolness? Plantations are like an array of things. It's like a uniform in a school where everybody looks same dress. Is that colorful? No, it is not colorful. Color comes when you have got a mix of things together, right? So India traditionally had a mix of culture, mix of plantation, mix of agriculture. Everything was together. We shifted that into cash products because of competitions. Therefore, even the 30% who are into agriculture, they are not happy because they are cash products. They are all crops for making money, selling only, not for eating. If that becomes the situation, I am sure 60% of Indians are unhappy. So it goes too large number. And business people are unhappy because our administration is very strict. Getting approval. See, Palakkad like a situation where in the last 2 years, I think at least 10 companies would have closed. We have a labor problem. Once upon a time from Kerala, people were migrating to Gulf. Are they happy there? Are their family happy here? No. Both are unhappy. Now today what happens? From Bihar, from Assam, from Bengal, people migrate to Kerala. Are they happy in Kerala or their families are happy in Kerala? No. See, the nice situation will be you live in your world and enjoy the best fruits of life around you. If that we cannot provide, we are all like a cash product is producing something which is saleable. We also have children in every house who are producing money, going somewhere else and earning money. So it is all related to wealth. It is all related to culture. It is all related to our health pattern, how we are liberalizing different things. So few answer which I gave, few answer which you gave now, earlier and together, if you add together, you understand the real reason why the happiness index is. That doesn't mean India is not happy. You go to any temple festival, you see all the people there, they're all happy. Right? So I'm sure it is not that bad, but in index, if you say, look at it is different. The statistics is a big bad thing, though it is your subject. Most of the statistics people, I'll tell you, if you think that there are 100 people committed suicide in a city, you look at everybody whether they had nail polish or not. Out of which 80 people, ladies who committed suicide, all had nail polish. The statistics is correct. The major reason for committing suicide is because they have nail polish. That can be true. Statistically, it is true.
Yeah.
Correct. There are a lot of such things. Because do people have cancer? Yes. Do they drink coffee? Yes. Immediately you can write a research paper saying that drinking coffee people can have cancer. Then what you do is, people who had cancer, who got rid of cancer treatment, they got better out of cancer. Do you ask them a question? Do they sleep before 10:30? Yeah. So people who can take coffee, but still if they sleep before 10:30, they can get cured. Another paper you can submit. Because research is only a statistics, nothing else. It has no value. Understood? That is what is PhD. That is why it is called permanent head damage, perspiration, humiliation, degradation. Pass with high difficulty. It has no value actually. Whatever I did with my PhD, if I can prove that what I did is wrong, Asha can also get a PhD. My PhD will be safe. Nobody is going to take my PhD back. Because in university system, once PhD is given, you cannot take it back. You understood? So it can be sense or nonsense, doesn't matter. So out of somebody's PhD, you can create many other PhDs telling that this chapter was wrong, that chapter was wrong. See, EMS Namburipad in Kerala wrote many books. You know why? He will write one book in 1 year. Next year he will write what he wrote was wrong. And that also becomes another book. Nobody is going to see this. Correct? So you rewrite your book saying whatever earlier written was wrong. Still you, and what people will look, he has written 27 books. What is this 27 books? So it is not at all a problem, I'll tell you.
But sir,
so don't look at index, don't look at those. That cannot be our discussion.
No, sir, I was not going to say anything about the indices. I was going to ask you whether the population rate is also directly linked to this problem, right?
See,
so most of the depressed nations have, especially China is also highly depressed.
See, that is because, assume that I have a house in which only 1 or 2 people are staying. That is why I'm saying it all depends on money.
Money.
The wealth. And same place, if I have to share with the 10 people, definitely there will be a problem. No? So it is all wealth. It is all related to wealth. If we are rich, probably, we will have more freedom. The restrictions, all that corruption, all that not that liberally we are giving no sedations or maybe painkillers, all that because of population. There will be out of 60% people, 80% of that 60%, 48% will misuse any medicine given. I cannot take stock of people, the distribution system cannot be taken care of. All that will have problem. Na? Whereas in a developed country, why it has become a developed country, why population is less also depends on, there is a great theory which says that near the equator, the climate determines population. So there are a lot of things related. Everything is related to geography. If you want to really speak, geography determines the population. The survival rate, the time for spending, there is a great saying, India has more population because there were electricity cut. Because most of the time is dark. There is another way of saying in Mahabharata, Duryodhana, his father Gandhari and Dhritarashtra produced 100 children because they were blind. They are in dark. It's a funny joke anyway, but that is how people say. And that is the reason in Gulf also they have the Vrtam, restrictions during the summer time. During summer time, they stay at home, so definitely they don't go for work. If they don't go for work, then the population will increase definitely. What else you will do at home? Therefore, restrict your food, restrict all the other life patterns which restrict you. There are a lot of reasons. For most of the rituals which we have, most of that depends on geography, that depends on population, that depends on the culture which we have, depends on the money which we have. That matters. We cannot have a festival of throwing tomato to each other because we don't produce that much tomato, right? The tomato festival, we cannot have it. So each country have their own festival based on what they produce. That's why even in agriculture we keep saying don't eat kiwi because we don't produce kiwi. Most closest to kiwi is jackfruit. You can eat jackfruit, which is plenty in Kerala, which is plenty in Northeast. Probably kiwi will not grow. So where what grows is what we have to eat. There is lot of water problem. Then rice cannot be grown because rice require a lot of water in the field. Therefore, traditionally, we didn't had beautiful water pumping mechanism was not there, but still we had sufficient food. That is because we cultivated millet. So millet is cholam, or maybe no, that is what we have to produce. So the agriculture is determined by the geography. The geography determines money. If assume that we had a lot of gold mines, like Gulf had a lot of oil. Yeah, up to 1970 they were suffering. As soon as 1970 the Britishers left, immediately they found that there is oil there, they became rich. Otherwise imagine how can Gulf country become so rich? So it's all geography. Geography determines, you can buy people for work. You can buy people for planning. You can buy anything. But what is essential is money. If you don't have money, definitely you cannot. That's why I remember when I go to Gulf for lectures and all that, sometime the sponsorer will get me a Air India Express ticket. But same time I have seen his son, maybe a 8th class boy, will be traveling in Emirates flight. Correct. And therefore he loses respect to a scientist. See, my father is only a interior decorator. My father can buy the time of a scientist. Correct. So what will his ambition? His ambition is to become an interior decorator. So your ambition is determined by money. That's most essential. Suppose you want to be a dancer, you can buy a dancer by paying money. People will buy dancers for paying money sometime. Right? That is why film production is more, people get into, even after acting, they don't stop in acting. They want to produce movie.
Yeah, they get in production.
That is because they were purchased by somebody else. That feeling will be there all the time. That Azhagiyar Ravanan, that movie you have seen, right? The producer shows his ego in front of the actor, actress and director. Definitely every director want to make money. Ultimately the money matters. So the whole world is run by money. If you want, and if you think you don't want, then money has no value. That's what I got from my guru, saying that don't give value to money, but once you start giving value to money, all other your happiness will go. Right? But I am rich. I am rich because I've got a lot of rich people with me. I am knowledgeable because I've got a lot of knowledgeable people with me. If I've got some doubt, immediately I can ask somebody, right? Let it be from mythology to advanced technology. I have array of people with me. I know whom to ask. That is why in this book I said, what is most important is Amandramaksharam nasti. Nasti moolamanaushadam. Ayogya purusho nasti. Yojagaha tatra durlabaha. Amandramaksharam nasti. There is no letter which is not used in any mantras. Same letter I can reuse in different places and make a beautiful bad word. Tari. Dog is a good animal. It's a pet, beautiful animal. My son is also beautiful and very good and loving to me. But when I get angry, I will mix these together and then use patida mone, nainda mone. Then that word becomes bad. A dog's bacha. No, kutta ka bacha. So, if dog is good and son is good, I should not mix them together. That mixing is my imagination, right? Amandram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam aushadam. Every root, every plant, every item in this world is good. Every person is good in this world. Everyone who you see around, all of them are good. But what is management? What is a leader's ability? To keep them at the right place in the right moment. Yojagaha tatra durlabaha. That people who can keep people in the right place, they are missing in this world. That is what is missing. So you should know everything? No, not possible. You must be richest? Not possible. All that is not possible. But you can be famous? That is also not possible. But do you have somebody to place them at the right place in the right moment? That's good enough. I've got any doubt in anything, I know somebody in that field. I can connect to people. That is what is management. That is what is skill. That is what everyone wants. Yeah. Yeah.
When you were doing nothing, when you were sitting alone, like doing nothing, so what do you think?
I don't have that time. I start as soon as I wake up, I am into something. Until I go to sleep, I am into something. If nothing is there, television is there. I see movie.
If the television is not there,
I have books. I have my own thoughts. I always keep a pen and paper.
Even if that is not...
Thoughts can be there, no? Wild thought.
Yes.
I am a wild thinker, not a wide thinker. Imagine something in this world, no? What stops you in there? But luckily, even after retirement in 2009, not even a single day I was idle. And not even a single day I was sick and on the bed. I traveled from Gulf to different region, different places at different climatic conditions. So far, I have not been, there were physical illness, but I was not sick. I was not bedridden. There were times when I couldn't even get into the car, but then struggled to get into the car, traveled and then took classes also. I did not cancel any program and somebody says, yes, you should come. No, I still do it. So I think every time I have got something or other in demand, so I have to study a lot. It is not that simple, right? This national education policy I started reading in 2019. Yesterday also I read. Every time I read, I don't read, I reflect. What can be the solution? What can be done to implement it? So I look for the next step, futuristic plans. That's what I create. Then I will start producing something out of it. That's what I do. So I cook, I enjoy cooking, I enjoy gardening. I planned something, something or other will be there, some repairing something. You can see some of my video postings are how to cover a book also. How to make flowers, how to paint, how to draw, all that you can see. So I am into different categories.
Thank you, sir.
So 24 hours is sleep and the rest of the time I am active. There is no idle time, I think. I keep disturbing people. If nothing is there, I will telephone to somebody and then start generating some activity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Babani?
Yes, sir.
Happy? All well at home? Last time she couldn't attend.
Yes. I'm always happy. I am also never.
The Northeast people are much more happier. That's what I've seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir.
They are into mountainous region. Assamam is not equal. They are entirely different sort of people.
I also always keep myself busy in anything.
If nothing is there, Babani will start Bihu dance. Some boyfriend will come. Some boyfriend will come, definitely. Bihu used to invite boyfriends, right?
Yeah. Agriculture, sir.
No, that was meant for ladies to get their pair, inviting them. Don't tell me story. You read. I will tell you the story. Bihu.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I know.
So, I also used to dance.
Those days, the traditional record player which has got a cassette. I used to buy T-series cassette where Bihu songs used to be there. No television to see that, but songs were with me for long years. Much before actually television came, where I visualized that. My cousin brother was part. You must look at some of the videos which are posted in Nanam camp. I had a cousin who used to sing 7-8 different languages. He lived in Assam, Dimapur.
Okay.
My niece got her name from Dimapur because South Indian Railway tea stall was owned by my brother-in-law in Rengia railway station, Dimapur railway station. So my brother-in-law was railway health inspector. So my niece got the name Dimu, D-I-M-U. Can you imagine a Malayali girl with a name Dimu? So in my sister got married when I was a small child, 3 months old. So I know Assam history probably from that time onwards. People used to come along with my brother-in-law, stay in my house, and after the leave, when they go back. They were all Assamese. So now you know.
Very rich. Very rich.
Jagadish Sab also joined just now. You are muted, Jagadish. Jagadish Kumar, Dr. Jagadish Kumar, you are muted. Good enough or anything more to add?
Yeah, I was in a meeting, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, no
Just
issue.
over the meeting. Thank you.
It's anyway.
Sir, how many languages do you speak?
I speak when somebody comes and hold here, whichever language they have, I will speak that language. Ami Bangla bolchi, little bit Bangla I know. Gujarati I know little bit. And Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam, Hindi, English. I learned Sanskrit little we know, but not very good in language. Literature is good, but not language. And that way literature I learned a little bit of Russian also. I could read and write those days, but I forgot now. Totally forgot.
What is your opinion about the contribution of the diversity of languages to the culture of India?
Actually, it is not language, because if you look at the versions of language, we have more than 900 varieties probably. 200 of them recognized.
Yes.
The tribal language itself, if you go to Northeast and all, each tribe has got their own language, accent, style. They have their own dress pattern. They have their own weapon. So they identify the color of the weapon, color of the cross belt which they use, color of the jacket which they use. So it's variety of things. But it is not language. They all may share languages. But culture, we kept it intact.
So, sir, the culture was intact because of the language barrier?
There are no languages in some of the dances. The language comes only when it has a meaning, it has a literature. But still people danced with some rhythm of sound. You ask Babani, most of the literature and meaning they may not know, but the tune is good enough for them to dance.
Yes.
You understood? So dance gave culture. That is very too local. The literature comes only when people who are learned people, they can analyze meaning, they analyze, understand things. Even without that, everybody has got this culture.
Another thing I wanted to tell you, I read your handbook. Excellent piece of work. Great. Congratulations.
You must thank Anusha for that. It is not mine.
Now, whoever it is,
yeah, I edited.
Now, reading that, one can decide whether I should opt for civil service or not.
That's it. That's the first prescription.
Yeah, that is very good. I have not seen such a document written with such clarity and purpose.
How can you have? Because we don't have people who have written from MIT, America, right? That writer is from America, MIT only.
Oh.
There in the second page, the writer's biodata is there.
I did not read that. I was just going through.
How can you miss this girl?
Yes, I saw.
That she is a student from MIT.
Show me the front page. Back page, back cover. Yes.
And this is the inside cover, first cover. So it is my page and this.
That I have seen. Yeah.
Yeah. So here she is a student from MIT. So definitely the quality is there, and probably I am her teacher. No.
Yeah, but you have contributed.
No,
your ideas she has shaped.
Yeah, it's true. It's actually sharing together. It happens like.
Yeah, it's very good. Many of my students will be calling you and following you only.
At least I think 2 or 3 already joined in my group.
Yeah. So.
And it so happened they were my students when they were young children. They heard me in the 8th class, 9th class.
Yeah, she told me, sir, I have attended his class long time back.
I don't think because
thank you for introducing to me.
See, when I spoke to more than 5 lakhs of students, I'm sure many part of the country people would have heard me, at least here and there. That's how people contribute into this. We have a great job to do. I think it's not policy which is coming out. It has to get implemented. We need. That's where I am looking at Social Craft Foundation has a big role to play.
Very good.
Good enough?
Sure.
We have Saurabh Rawat is there. Sri Harsha as usual is there.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening. I saw you, but you didn't react. So something.
No, sir,
I know
I was listening to you. It was pretty insightful.
No, it's very difficult to get good learners.
The conversation about happiness.
Yeah.
I just want to share a quote which is very, it's a very foundational quote in philosophy.
Yeah.
That Socrates, dissatisfied is better than pig satisfied.
Yeah, Socrates at the last moment also in the cell, he was asking his partner, teach me something. He knows that tomorrow morning he is going to die.
Yeah.
So that is the passion for study.
Exactly. So when we compare the happiness, we also need to measure the degree of happiness, because happiness is different for a pig and different for a Socrates.
That is what I'm saying.
So if India is dissatisfied just because there is so much cultural diversity, people are ambitious, and the multiple things that comes into perspective.
We are ambitious, but we have no passion.
Yeah.
We are interested in agriculture, but we don't even plant a small seed.
Correct.
Exactly.
If somebody planted, going there and plucking and eating is our interest. I am interested in learning.
Sir, our problem is we want the milk, we don't want the cows in the nearby area.
That's what I
We want the mobile phone, but we don't want the tower.
Yes.
Jagadish ji told it right.
Very
Thank
true,
you,
sir.
sir, for your words.
Good.